Now Hurricane Grace, which has become a hurricane over the early portions of this day and has since strengthened even further to 80 miles per hour and maybe even pushing 85 miles per hour in the near future. Taking a look at that current satellite imagery, as you can see, I did poke out there for a little minute there and has since been re-enclosed, but there is a chance that this will re-pop out, as it looks like it was trying to form an eye wall, and that is actually what killed off the eye, so there is a chance that this eye could re-poke out once that eye wall, or whatever that was that seemed to be forming, closes off. Taking a look back at the NHC's expected track, you can see that it takes it straight over the northern tip of the Yucatan, straight across the southern Gulf or the Bay of Campeche, and hitting southern or central Mexico in the early morning of Saturday to the later portions of Friday. Current warnings, as you can see, there's a tropical storm watch for Cuba and that southern island just off the tip of western Cuba. And western Cuba also has some tropical storm watches. There's a hurricane warning out for the majority of the northern portion of the eastern tip of the Yucatan, while there's a tropical storm warning extending down to the more southern regions, and the rest of the Yucatan is still under a tropical storm warning until you get down to the far southern regions of the Yucatan Peninsula. Current movement is west-northwest at 16 miles per hour, maximum sustained winds of 80 miles per hour, and is expected to reach an intensity of 85 miles per hour by the NHC, although they have noted that it could be stronger. This is the current track guidance from the spaghetti models, and as you can see, a very tight consensus, although some of the northern tracks do have the storm becoming stronger because it will have more time over the Gulf and less interaction with the Yucatan Peninsula. Taking a look at the NHC, mine, and the HWFI's track, as you can see, I do take one of the more northern tracks, which is why I do have a more strong storm than most of the models. But I do believe if the storm begins to track south that my intensity guidance will go down unless something unexpected occurs. Current sea surface temperatures, as always for this region, are piping hot, and they have been this way for the past couple of weeks ever since we really entered mid-July. It has been prime for storms. The only real hindering factor for the storm is going to be some wind shear, but that could hinder the storm's intensity to just a slow crawl once this enters the Gulf. Not in movement speed, but just the intensification will probably not be rapid, but it could be entering regions close to rapid intensification, but the wind shear will likely hinder that. Current intensity predictions from the NHC and the HWFI model. The NHC and the HWFI model are very tight in consensus, except for the initial 12-hour forecast. As you can see, I have it getting up to 90 to 100 miles per hour, which is where that more northern track that I predict comes into play. But that is about the only real difference in the intensity that we will likely be seeing. This is the spaghetti model intensity forecast, and as you can see, there are still a couple models that take it to Category 2 status. No more models showing major Hurricane Grace, although there is still a slight potential, although that chance has faded significantly and will likely continue to fade. Current intensity prediction, or intensity guidance, me and the NHC going with 80 miles per hour, while the ADT version 8 and 9, respectively, go with 60 and 65 miles per hour. Potential damage index is currently a 5 all around the board, which leads to a stage 5 for the Yucatan Peninsula. We could be seeing winds of up to 85 miles per hour, moving at 16 miles per hour with rainfall of up to 8 inches and a storm surge of up to 5 to 7 feet. Thank you guys for watching this update on Hurricane Grace. If you enjoyed, please like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more Atlantic updates.